one and all, Scarland has now concluded its normal operating day. We thank you for joining us in this land of adventure, fantasy, and exploration. We hope you enjoyed your day in Scarland and hope to see you again real soon. Remember, Main Street will continue to operate for 1 additional hour for your shopping and your delicious snacking needs. Good night and goodbye. Good morning and welcome to Scarland, the happiest place in all of Hermitcraft. This is your land where you are the author of your own story. Start your adventure through the mysterious isles, to the spires of the fantasy castles, to exploring the stars above. This is your story to discover. As you make your way through Main Street, remember to keep your adventuring to a walking pace for your safety and those around you. We hope you have the most magical day here in Scarland. And don't forget to say hi to Jelly. Camera, where are you? Knock, knock. Hello. Hello, camera. You have 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Turn on. No. Oh, hello. Welcome to stream, everybody. How are you all doing today? Hopefully you are doing wonderful because we have a fun day. Lots of rants. Hopefully a decked out run or two. And we got to mow a lawn. That's right. We're going to be mowing a lawn. We're going to be mowing a lawn. This is the universal sign of mowing a lawn. This is true. This is fact. Welcome to stream, everybody. Let's check in with the chat. Let's check in with the chat. How are you? Oh, is the audio, everything good? We good? We clear? We good? Good? Hello, Madden. Hello, and hello, Rez. I saw you. Hello, hello, hello. Welcome, everybody. Welcome, 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 welcome. It is the universal side of mowing a lawn. Let's see. Sub to Mumbo. Thank you for the 5 gifted subscriptions. Very much appreciated. And Sun Hoot, thank you for the 11 months. Woohoo. Thank you very much. Very much appreciated. Let's see. Gonna Get Strong. Thank you for the 3 months. Very much appreciated. Lots of love. Love the stream. Very much appreciated. Very much appreciated, my friend. A nice day in Iceland. Oh, dude. Hello there. Ooh, I'd like to go to Iceland. That'd be super fun. I always see the Icelandic Air plane coming to Portland. It comes in the afternoon. You can see the 757 come around. I'm like, ooh, I want to go there. Let's see. Topa Ghost, thank you for the 5 gifted subscriptions. Very much appreciated. And Gold Music Nerd, thank you for the 10 gifted subscriptions. Very much appreciated. And Bozeman, thank you for the 10 gifted subscriptions. Very generous of you. Very much appreciated. Let's see. Enter231. Thank you so much for the 47-month resubscription. Thank you for all the good times. You're an inspiration to me. Well, very much appreciated. Thank you for the nice message. And thank you for the 47-month resubscription. Very much appreciated. Omegle11, thank you for the 13 months. Very much appreciated. Very much appreciated, guys. Let's see. Peter95, thank you for the 21-month resubscription. Very much appreciated. And Elvin, thank you for the 1 gifted subscription. Very much appreciated. Very much. And a Terra Glows glowing up the chat here with 10 gifted subscriptions. Very much appreciated. Very, very generous of you. Let's see. A little thank you for the 6 months. Very much appreciated. Wow, that's amazing. Thank you, guys. So how are we doing? How are we doing? Decked out today? Yes, I hope to get a chance to do 1 or 2 runs for sure. Okay, so last night I had a very sad run. I did the 1 run that's not like recorded in anybody's videos. The one where I got the Tome of the Joe of the Hills from the Nashville of the Tennessee lands of far and wide. But there was another run that I did because I wanted to do it again. And I left my boots on, my good boots, my very good boots. I left my elytra on and my jelly ears. And I did so well. I went in there. I was like, whew, whew. I never took any damage. So technically the boots didn't really do anything. But I was like dodging. I was weaving. I quickly got a an artifact right away. And I'm like, oh, ho, ho. And as I was going out, there's just something in the back of my head that was like, something's wrong. Something's so wrong. And I looked and I was like, oh no. And I turned around and I called to the Ravager and I said, destroy me for my sins. And I was destroyed by the Ravager. And it was so sad. I felt so bad. And it was a waste of a shard. So I'm going to ask Tango if I can have another shard back because I was honest and I didn't keep the artifact. It's worth a try, right? It's worth a try to ask Tango. I feel like, honesty should be rewarded. I feel like it should. Right? Anyway, where's my music? My music has died. Where is it? It's there, but it's not. But where is it is the question. Weird. Huh. There it is. Oh, interesting. Weird. Hold on. There we go. We'll see how that works. Anyway, let me check with chat. How we do? How we doing? Where is pizza? I was promised pizza. Got your attention. Just a remembrance of pizza. The great llama. The llama that brought so much warmth and joy to the world. Allowed Green and I to settle the deserts of far. Taken from us far too soon, pizza was. Ravaged. Eaten. Pelt turned into a coat for Cleo. They will pay. They will pay greatly. Continuing to pay greatly. They don't even know they're paying greatly for those tragedies brought upon great pizza. Anyway, let's see. The blue. Wait. I'm really reading your name improperly. Blue the Whale. Why is this name so hard to read? Blue the White Fox, thank you for that brand new subscription. Very much appreciated. Very, very much. Let's see. Highway Hermit, thank you for the 7 months. Very much appreciated. Emily, thank you for the 8-month resubscription. Bunny Flower 73, thank you for the 10 months. Queen, thank you for the 11 months. Very much appreciated. Very much. Anyway, that's right. Salutes to pizza. Salutes to pizza. Pack stock? Of course we'll have pack stocks. Very much so. And mini rants to be sure. Mini rants to be sure. There'll be great rants. Important rants. Rants of all rants. Attention, one and all, Scarland has now concluded its normal operating day. We thank you for joining us in this land of adventure, fantasy, and exploration. We hope you enjoyed your day in Scarland and hope to see you again real soon. Come on, Minecraft. Remember, Main Street will continue to operate for 1 additional hour for your shopping. Why does nobody else have this problem I have? There it goes. Snacking needs. Good night and goodbye. Oh, dude, look at that view. Let's go. Come on now. Oh, look at that view. That's what we're here for. That's the view we're here for. Oh, man, I love sunsets. Thankfully, all the hermits are in the dungeon right now, so we can enjoy sunsets, because if there is one thing to be sure, hermits have zero respect for a good sunset or the magic hour of the day. No respect. Not a respect, not an ounce of it. So we can enjoy it while they're all in the dungeon. While they're all in the dungeon. I will probably drive you guys crazy with that, so we'll turn that off. Let's sleep, and then we'll get busy with our rantings and builds and decked outing. All right, all right. Click. Why does the music break every 5 minutes? Have we figured this out? Have we figured this out? Let's see. Silver Hunter, thank you. Thank you for the 11 months. Very much appreciated. Very, very much. Ms. Ray, thank you for the 24-month resubscription. Very much appreciated. Okay. Alrighty. So, first thing I want to work on is this area right here. Boring, bland, awful, disgusting. It needs to be cleaned up. I want to build a nice, beautiful lawn in this area. Also, it is very, very much time that we started working on this building. This building has nothing of interest. I don't have any arrows. There we go. Okay, we're good. My precision, my accuracy, my cool-headed demeanor was able to save the day. That's the least Scar thing. Cool, calm, collected. Gold Music Nerd, thank you for the 10 gifted subscriptions to the community. That is very generous of you and very much appreciated. Arthur Fox, thank you for the 2 months. Very much appreciated. So what I want to do in here eventually, right, is to get some glass display cases where we put our food items in it, and I'd love to put a villager kind of walking around in the honey here, so that we get a little bit of movement in this area, because you know the armor stands are great and all, but it's nice to have that extra like movement that a villager could provide to the area. So I think that'll be super, super cool. Let's see. Hey Scar, how long have you been streaming? We've been streaming for about 3 minutes or so. We have just started. Raven, thank you for the 9-month resubscription. Very much appreciated. And Hoffin. I was told at PAX. There's something I should know about. There's something I was told, that there was a Scarland art book. That's right. Yes, you know, there's no scattering. Hold on. Nope, hold on. No. I'm gonna lasso you guys. I'm gonna lasso you all up. I gotcha. You can't scatter now. Gotcha. It's a lasso. I've caught you. You can't get away. Nobody can get away from the lasso of Scar. Melly98, thank you for the 37-month resubscription. Very much appreciated. You can all scatter, but you're all caught within the lasso. It's fine. Reveal your secrets. Reveal your secrets. Gem Songs coming in at 72-month resubscription. Very much appreciated. Welcome, Gem. Hope you're doing well. Hopefully you're doing well. So yeah, caught some. I want to know more about this art book. Very excited. Oh, okay. There's gonna be a reveal coming soon. Okay, I'm very excited to know that. Do I get it? Do I get a sneak peek? Do I get a sneak peek? I'm just looking at Discord, just wondering, like, maybe like a message might pop up, like a sneak peek. No, I don't see anything. That's fine. Let's see. The Muffin Sage, thank you for the 1 month resubscription. All right, let's get some green terracotta, and then we shall run. Maybe. Okay, I'll take a maybe. I'll take a maybe. You know what we need to do? We need to take a quick trip over to the Elven Tree for some dye. Now, with Cub living in my basement, his payment is me allowing, I'm so good with words. An expert, some say. An expert of words. Great planning of the words, right? All the right placements of words. Cubs, okay, I can't even speak. Never mind. I'm not even gonna talk for the rest of the stream. Hello, boys. I need the smelted down version of these. Okay, what I'm trying to say is Cub's rent for living in my basement is that I can use his farms. That's what I was trying to say. That's all I was trying to say. But apparently that was too much for me. That was way too much for me. Still jump scared. Not embarrassed at all. Not embarrassed at all. Oh, no, 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 no. Never would I be embarrassed. Let's see. Scar, would you ever host any meetups that aren't around major events? I would love to go to a meetup. It's my dream. I can't afford to go to TwitchCon or PAX. The thing is, that's something I know the Hermits have been talking about quite a bit, is how do we do something that isn't always attached to, say, like an event? The problem with that is it's a lot of work to run an event. So, for instance, like to have large gatherings, you might need to have permits, you might need to have liability insurance, you might have to have security, and all of these things that are a little bit far outside of our capacity. Quiet down there out there, Jelly. Is a concern. It's not like something that would never be a thing. It's just something that has to be considered when you think of like a large gathering of people. Now, we did do one very successfully in Nashville for Minecraft Live. We just did it in a park. Joe Hills, organized it. He made the lines and he got it all kind of set up and planned for us. So like it is possible. It just has to be done right. There has to be the right amount of people. It's just a whole. It's very complicated when you do something like that. But Nashville does show that we can do something like that. Hermitcon. These things are constantly talked about in the meetings. Let's say ask false about a hermit convention at TwitchCon. Yeah, it's tricky. Like to do a full, okay, so I guess to more clarify, to do an actual convention is what I'm talking about being extremely difficult. Doing like a meetup, say like in a park like we did in Nashville, that's a little bit easier. So you just need a lot of like infrastructure sometimes, because I think we had like a few day notice, maybe like 3-day notice for the Nashville meetup, and we had almost 1,000 people show up. And of course, like, Joe made sure there was like waters for everybody. It just takes, and the queue, and make sure there was people all around to help with it. So it does take quite a bit of work to do those things, a lot of planning. So we love it, but it takes a lot. So that's why at events, a lot of that stuff's already taken care of. So it's a little bit easier to facilitate. Scar, will you going back to PAX next year? Potentially. I did really enjoy it. So yeah, for you guys who don't know, I went to PAX and it was really fun. I hadn't been to an event in a very long time, so it was very overwhelming, to be honest with you. But I was just blown away that anybody recognized me. That was straight off the bat. That was like right out of the elevator. I was hello there, hello. So it was really cool that, you know, that there was there were people that that could talk to about, you know, Hermitcraft and all that. So that was super fun. And then the event itself, like, so we had like the big the panel. So we had Gamers Outreach, we had Child's Play, we had Forrest from Seattle Children. So we got to talk about, you know, hospitals and how to bring in, you know, play for kids. And I really try to push more for the adults too. And we were able to kind of show those experiences. I was able to talk about the Hermitcraft charity stream, which was really cool. It seemed like people really enjoyed that. So that was really cool. And then, okay, I'll say this. I had no idea this many Scar viewers out there were gonna show up. I was blown away, and I was really worried that people, like, you know, had come all that way and, you know, wanted a picture or talk. And so I made sure that I stayed until basically my train was taking off. We stayed until basically the train was taking off. We had just enough time to get to the hotel, pick up our bags, and then get to the station, and then get right on the train. It was close to 4 hours that we hung out, which was really fun. I haven't got to experience this in a very long time. So it was very special for me to one, finally kind of get out. This is the furthest I've been from my house in a very long time, and see, you know, everybody, talk to everybody, see all the cosplay. Cosplay is such a new thing. I feel like in the community, it's only started in the last like 2 or 3 years, like, you know, more prevalent in like the Hermitcraft broader community. So that was really fun. Lots of really fantastic fan art. I met a Jawa. That's right, I met a Jawa. I met a Jawa. It is one of the more surreal things when you're, you know, getting ready for the panel and you're seeing everybody come in. You're super excited for the panel, seeing everybody come in, and then just randomly a Jawa walks through the door, and not just like a random Jawa, like a screen accurate Jawa costume. And I was like with the eyes glowing and everything. It was amazing. It was super cool. So that was super special. Sir Dectos, thank you for the quiet down out there. 5 gifted subscriptions, very much appreciated. Dinos, thank you for the 6 months, very much appreciated that. Kimmy, thank you for the my throat is really messed up today. 43 months, very much appreciated. So yeah, all around it was a wonderful thing, and I took a lot of notes in my head. I took a lot of notes in my head about the event to bring back to the Hermits, things that people said, my takeaways from it. And going back to our previous topic about doing a HermitCon, that's pretty much what I brought back to the Hermits, is like, this should be a priority of the group to do something like this. And yeah, so that's what I brought back. How that's going to happen or when that'll happen, who knows for sure, but it's definitely a priority of mine these days, especially after this meetup, because I just forgot how much I love it. Absolutely. Who there? Somebody here. Somebody's there. Somebody's here. Anyway, it was amazing. I really loved it. Oh, I did want to mention, so I gave you guys an update. I'm just crafting at the moment. I did give you guys an update on the oxygen concentrator on Twitter. I did want to clarify one thing I saw on Reddit. Somebody posted it, and they were saying that the batteries were broken, or maybe they implied from what I said the batteries were broken. The batteries are perfectly fine. That's 12 pounds of lithium. There's so much lithium in those batteries. The issue with the concentrator, we believe, is that the medium that is used to convert or to purify the oxygen is running out of its useful life. And in the past, that would have been a simple, oh, what is this? Oh yeah, sniffer friend. It would have been a simple fix of you send it back to the service center, they pop in a new cartridge, and then you're good. That would have been it. It would have been a extremely simple fix, just replacing the medium, which you do every once in a while. And that would have been done. It would have been super easy. Boom, boom, boom. Concentrator's operating, running full steam ahead. Unfortunately, the company care does not service and or do anything for the model because they discontinued it in 2001. So that's unfortunate for the fact that that concentrator is and was the best concentrator on the market for its size. It was light, or it was lighter than most, still like almost 20 pounds. And its battery capacity was the highest. It was smaller, it was lighter, as I said. And they decided, yeah, that, I don't know, allegedly or supposedly the profit margins on that was lower. So they went back to their like 2011 model, which is bigger, heavier, less battery capacity. And when I mean heavier, it's like 4 pounds heavier or more. And when you put that on top of, you know, now it's pushing 20 something pounds, that's too heavy for me. Like I can't manage that. So it's just frustrating to try to find something, and you know, it's like a simple fix, right? And it's also, you know, like I said in the last stream, these companies always pretend they're always like, oh, we're so environmentally conscious, but then they're like, hey, you know, that 12 pounds of lithium you have, yeah, just throw that away and buy another set of these batteries and stuff. Just throw those away. You don't need those anymore. Totally forgotten. You know, let's not make all of our batteries standardized so you can use them in different devices or anything like that. No, just throw that 12 pounds of lithium, yeah, throw that right in the garbage can. God, just drives you crazy, right? Absolutely infuriating. Okay, so we need to make a little bit more lime. Let me grab a little bit over here. That's why most of that stuff's usually on paper, and that's what
Can you get an
annoys me.
aftermarket part instead of an official care part? I'm sure someone could do the repair if you could get the part.
Getting the part is the problem, because no service center will supply or do anything with it, because, or at least my assumption is, everyone we've called, they don't want to do it because Care doesn't want you to do it, supposedly. That's how I know other companies will work. So I'm just assuming this is the case, because every one of them says, no, we won't touch it. That because it's discontinued, they also don't want the liability. Care won't service it, won't provide any parts, and it's discontinued. It's frustrating. It's a reason why like right to repair is so important, and people more like brush it off or like buy into like billion-dollar corporation propaganda. Like, it is so important to be able to fix your own things, and we've lost that ability in this world, which is so sad. Like, I just remember my grandpa, like, anytime we had something break, he was over there just fixed, perfectly done, great, wonderful. Like, it's super frustrating. Yeah, so the search continues. Until then, I can't really fly, or I can't really do anything until then. So, and I do have TwitchCon, so I need to sort this out before TwitchCon. So yeah, it's frustrating. It is very frustrating, especially when you know it's like something so simple. Especially when you know it's something simple and there's nothing you could do about it. And I've searched everywhere for these parts, and they're just nowhere. And also, I'm not 100% sure it's the medium. I'm more certain than not, but you know, it's tough. It's just frustrating. I just feel like lately that everything is like an L and a roadblock, and it is really hard sometimes to keep your head above water. It is really hard to keep your head above water. Yeah, it's just, but you know, you just got to keep going. Just got to keep pushing. Got to keep mowing that lawn. Here we go. Time to mow the lawn here. There are several centers in Rochester that might help. The problem is that they won't, because they don't want, one, the liability of what is quote unquote an obsolete model, since they discontinued it. They don't have parts for it, and nobody wants to service it, is the thing. That's the problem. We have called at least 20 different places so far, and every one of them just says the exact same thing. It's like, dang. It's just like, dang, like and here's the part that's the worst, right? So the factory, so the manufacturer is going to give it to us for probably the out of all the places that sell it, the better of the deals. Okay. Insurance says that insurance will not pay for it. Like, they're not going, like, say we put in an order and insurance pays for it, they're not going to do that. What they say is that you buy the device and then they will consider reimbursing. And consider is the magic word on there, is consider. Jelly, you're not a parrot. Anyway, So yeah, they said they will consider it. So then we were like, okay, well the factory here says that they have the best deal on it. Okay, sweet. Insurance goes, no, you have to buy it from one of our approved vendors or in-network vendors. Yeah, but it's it's like $1,700 more. No, it has to be the approved pharmacy center or whatever they're calling it, like the supplier of it. And it's like, but it's more expensive. But it's more expensive. It doesn't make any sense. This doesn't make any sense. It's more expensive. But yeah, it's just a nightmare. I swear, like every time there is a medical device needed or one breaks that needs to be replaced, it is like, oh my God, we're going through it again. Just like last year with my insurance and then with my wheelchair fiasco, it's the same thing with this. And you would think that companies like this would be like, yo, anybody needing these devices probably isn't at their best, you know? Especially might be older, this or that, might not have a lot of support to oh my God, Jelly, hold on, I'll be right back. You are a parent. All right, come on, through the door. Let's go. There you are. All right, hop up on the bed, go to sleep. Yeah, here she goes. She's about to jump. Here she goes. Big jumps. You can do it. I believe in you. Jelly. Okay, we can't watch, guys. We can't watch her jump. It makes her self-conscious. See? We all looked away and she did it. She did really well. No, you're not going to start meowing at me from there. No. Come on. Go to sleep. Why are you trying to be a parrot today? Okay, there you go. All right, go to sleep. I have returned. My cat is a pain. Anyway. Yeah, I don't know. These places just actively try to make life as hard as humanly possible. I have a conspiracy theory about that, but that's for another day. How are y'all doing? Okay, so as you can see, we're just putting a simple lawn here. I think this will keep this area very clean, look a lot nicer. I'm gonna put a little bit of moss on it just to show that it's growing up a little bit. So I think that'll look really cool. There we are. So let's talk about Ahsoka. Dun, dun, dun. 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 Ahsoka. I have a question, actually. I saw this discussion on Twitter and I was curious what people thought. Because Ahsoka is actually basically season, what, 5 of Rebels? It is pretty much like season 5 of Rebels. Would you have preferred the show? No more meows. Would you have preferred Ahsoka to be a animated show, or as we're getting it, a live action show? Because I saw this on Twitter and there was an interesting discussion around like what some people would have preferred if this is basically Rebels season 5. And I'm not faulting it for Rebels season 5. I've been waiting for a season 5 for years and years, so I'm happy with it. But I was very curious, like what you guys thought. Would you have preferred it to be animated or live action? That is so much more animated than I anticipated. This is what I was wondering based on what I was seeing on Twitter. Interesting. Hello, Kismers. How are you? Hopefully you're doing well. Hopefully all good. So yeah, that's interesting. I was curious what that would be. A bit of a hybrid. That's interesting. Yeah. I don't know. I do like the idea of animation, but also we're so used to those characters in animation. I know some people have trouble like kind of like getting into it in live action just because the characters might sound or look slightly different or whatever. I think they did the best they could with casting. It's tough to cast from animation. It really is. So, you know, I think they actually did a good job and a thoughtful job on it. But I don't know, man. I am so like 50-50 I'm 50-50 on it. Like, I haven't quite made up my personal mind, even though I love animation, and I do think that Star Wars is at its best with animation. That is my opinion. I do think that Star Wars is at its best in animation. I mean, look at the Clone Wars, Rebels. Bad Batch maybe wasn't 100% to the standard of those ones. They're still good, but it wasn't maybe a Rebels or Clone Wars, but it was still good. The animation obviously was like 11 out of 10. Yeah, I definitely prefer Jelly. What in the world do you want? Jelly, next time I stream, I'm gonna lock you in a room somewhere. She's just staring at me, meowing at me. And all she wants, I guarantee it, what she wants is about 4 brushes on the head, and she'll go right to sleep. The problem is I don't know where a brush is. So I don't know how to put her to sleep. I don't know how to get her to sleep without the brushies. Jelly, I don't know what to do. Anyway, let's talk about Ahsoka real quick. I'm gonna try to keep this spoiler free. If we do talk about spoilers, I will warn you. So we just finished the most recent episode, which I believe was 4, and no spoilers. This probably was one of my favorite Star Wars TV show episodes ever. Oh my gosh, there was so much good stuff in that. You are being a big pain today. You are being a big pain. No, you're not just gonna go live behind the monitor. You're such a pain today. What is wrong with you? Oh, she's praying really loud. Wait, hold on. Wait, can I get on the big screen? Go on, there we go. I think she just wanted to be held for a few minutes. Okay, we'll hold you. Is this like what a baby's like? Oh gosh. Oh, you're heavy. Oh my gosh, you are very heavy. You're so heavy. She looks so happy now. I think this is what she wanted. Well, never mind. Nope, never mind. That's not at all what she wanted, apparently. She just wanted to leave hair in my face, which she has successfully done. I'm literally having a bath of hair, which sounds terrible when you think about it out loud. Oh, could you imagine if you went into like a bathtub full of hair? Oh my god, I got hair on my tongue. Oh, this is so bad. I am inundated. Help me. Are you serious? That's what she wanted? She just wanted to be held for 5 minutes. Now she wants to go eat?
$3. Jelly said you're paying too much attention to the stream and not her mouth.
Yeah, that is about true. Thank you for the tip. Very much appreciated. Okay, that was the worst. That was literally the worst. My gosh, Jelly. How dare you do these things to me? Okay.
Unknown 5372 cheered X300. The joys of being a cat owner.
The joys of being a cat owner. Thank you for the bits, Unknown. Hope you're doing well. So yeah, great episode. A little mild spoilers. I'm gonna put the Scarland ticket of spoilers in the chat here, and we're gonna talk about spoilers here for a minute. So spoilers in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lightsabers. I feel like Ahsoka has now doubled the amount of lightsaber action that we've gotten in all of the Disney era of Star Wars. Like, it's wild. Rigolas, welcome to the stream. Welcome. Thank you for the 78-month resubscription. Get on in here. Welcome. So that is amazing. Ahsoka all I needed was some lightsaber action. I feel like it was like a fix that I needed, and I got it. You know, I feel like that's just like Dave Filoni is like, you know what the community needs? The Star Wars people out there, they need lightsabers, and they need a lot of them. And he's just been going crazy with the lightsaber action. So I'm quite happy about that. I very much enjoyed the lightsaber so far. Wu Yang, I love that robot. He's a lot like KSO, CSO, NYC from Rogue One. So yeah, I like that. I like that droid a lot. Welcome addition. But the biggest surprise for this show so far is Baylan. That was a character because, you know, we've seen Ahsoka. We know what Ahsoka looks like. We know how she acts. We're excited to have her, you know. But like, you know, we already kind of know what to expect with Ahsoka because we've seen her now twice in The Mandalorian. No, once in The Mandalorian, once in Book of Boba Fett. But Baylan's was a surprise, obviously a new character. Oh my gosh, that is such a fantastic character. Oh my gosh, I love... Now people are going to come back and they're going to get spoiled. That's a rare ticket. It's an expensive ticket there. But Baylan is a fantastic character. And I haven't really spoiled that much, really, just talking about the characters. Just, I love that character. I love his apprentice, which I always forget that person's name in the show. But it is so sad about Ray Stevens passing. Like, he won't get to see all the love for him, you know? All the people that are really enjoying his performance and all that stuff. Like, that's really sad, because I watched all of his interviews from Star Wars Celebration, and he was like, oh, you know, I can't wait to see the fans' reaction. You know, we put so much work into this. Oh, I'm just so excited. And then, you know, really sad that he passed away. So yeah, fantastic character. So I'm curious how the series will end with him. But he just brings a little bit of a different presence to Star Wars, I feel like. I think we talked about this in a prior stream, that so many villains are so poorly written these days, especially in Marvel. Like, it's like, hey, it's the bad guy, and the bad guy is gone, like in the recent Thor movie. Like, they took, what's his name? The Batman guy? What's his name? What's his name? The actor. Christian Bale. They had Christian Bale, and I swear he must have had about 4 minutes of screen time, it felt like. It was such a good character. It felt like it was like so underutilized. They'd rather have you listen to a screaming goat than take advantage of this great actor and what was a promising character. It's just such a... Villains are terrible lately. But this is a good villain. I think he's well written, has really interesting motives, and I love how much he hates Ahsoka. Like, he just despises Ahsoka. Like, that's what makes a great villain. Now, don't mess with my Ahsoka, Baylan. You know, I might like you as a character, but I'm not appreciating this shade being given towards Ahsoka. So your comeuppance is gonna come swift and fast at some point. But doesn't mean that as a character story standpoint, isn't it fantastic? So that's really cool. The concepts behind the show are starting to get interesting. Like, where are they going? They got the big ship now. Where are they heading off to? The New Republic continues to annoy me to no end. I feel like the New Republic is the stupidest thing that Lucasfilm could have ever come up with. They're hitting it over the head so hard, like, we're so incompetent. Oh my gosh. Hello, everybody. Can you help me screw this jar back together? Because we are very incompetent. How many... It's like they're overdoing the incompetence to a point where it's like... It's not believable anymore. It just seems like such lazy writing. Just such lazy writing. They're like, they're incompetent. It's like, okay, true, but you can't be that incompetent. There's a part where it's like, you could be bad and incompetent, but you can't be that bad where you... I don't know. It's hard to explain how every time the New Republic comes on, I roll my eyes and it's just like, can we not do this? This is the worst. I absolutely hate this because it's so what's the right words people would use? Like ham fist? No. Spoon fed? I don't know what it is. It's just lazy, poor writing when it comes to that New Republic stuff. And when it was in Mando, I was like, next. And then whenever it shows up in Ahsoka, I'm like, next. So tired of it. So tired. I'm so over it. I get that they're incompetent. You don't have to be that bad. Like, see, that's the thing. Like, an incompetent organization, it still has to be competent enough to be functioning. Like, because they are functioning. That makes sense. Like, I don't know. I do not like any of that stuff. That's the worst. But that's like whenever they get on the ship and leave, or, you know, like Mon Mothma was played by like a great character, but every time the New Republic comes on, I just want to just turn the TV off. Like, no, I like Mon Mothma. I want to see Mon Mothma, but also I want to turn the TV off. It just feels so cookie cutter. We're incompetent. Ha ha ha. Oh no, we're going to let the bad guys through the gate. It's like, geez, have some nuance for God's sakes. It's just poorly written. It's just so poorly written and thought out. Like some of this stuff, like, I mean, you could look through history of like regimes that fall of incompetence, good, bad, so many interesting cases. But they just took no lessons from any of that. And we're like, we're so bad. We wear dark blue suits that ill fit us. Ha ha ha. It's so dumb. Really, really lazy writing. Anyway, Zed. Yes, where is Zed, by the way? Is Zed too expensive? Was Papa Iger just like, sorry, old Filoni, Zed's too expensive. I'm buying another sail for my sailboat, and we gotta cut Zed from the production. That's what I feel like. I feel like that. I feel like that. I feel like that quite a bit. I feel like Zed got cut because Papa Iger needed a new sail for his boat. I do hope we see Zed at some point. I do feel like he will appear. I just feel like they're going to use him extremely sparingly, which is unfortunate. And that's another case of maybe, you know, animation might have been the better route, because doing aliens and space battles and stuff like that are far better in animation than live action because of the cost and logistics of it. I swear. Well, it's Papa Iger needed a new sail for a sailboat, and they cut the budget, and Zed will show up as like, he'll come in. This is what he's gonna do. He's gonna come in like a few episodes in a ship, save the day, and then they'll do like a high five, and he'll have like 40 seconds of screen time, which probably cost him like $2 million. That's a Scar prediction. By the way, I do feel like a Scar prediction came true recently. What was it in something that was a bit out there? Murdoch? What's the guy, the mask? Everybody was like, oh, all the YouTubers were like, it's Starkiller, or it's Ezra, or it's your mom. You know, like they thought of like every character it could possibly be behind that mask. And in the last stream, I was like, guys, come on. This is going to be a nothing character. It's literally going to be a nothing character. And yeah, turned out to be a nothing character. I just had that feeling. I've known Star Wars, Disney Star Wars too long to know that character was going to be a nothing burger. So, but it's fine. I did think when he died was really cool. When the witch magic came through, it was like, psst. That's cool. Oh no, you're activating the official Scar rant of the stream. Lover 17, you have activated the Scar rant of the stream. We are activating full power of the Scar ranting. So yesterday we were playing Decked Out, and I didn't get a lot of time to check in with what the announcements out of D23 were. And so on Twitter, I saw that Disney announced that they were going to add Indiana Jones and Encanto to the Dino area of Adventureland, and I was excited. I was actually excited. This might be the first time in a very long time that I was like, that's pretty cool, Disney, let's go. Now I get like there are concerns about like how does this actually fit into Animal Kingdom? And I totally get those things, but the concept art looked nice. Like the Encanto area looked really pretty with the trees. And you know me, like Indiana Jones, it's my thing. And it's my favorite ride ever at Disneyland. So I was excited to see that. And then I found out it was once again just snake oil salesman Josh D'Amaro just talking. Like it was nothing. It was nothing again. There's no official, like it's not official in any way. It's just them just shooting out ideas to buy or have people buy tickets to go to D23. I was just like, I was so sad. Like I was like genuinely sad. Now, do I think this has a higher probability of happening than the Moana thing they announced last year randomly for no reason at all? And yeah, this concept art is a lot cleaner. So if you look at the concept art, this is a lot more fleshed out concept art. So you can see that this is really thought out. So last year at D23, they announced Moana and Zootopia as quote unquote possible ideas coming to Animal Kingdom. So looking at that concept art, it was very kind of high sky, like, you know, up there kind of concept. It didn't have a lot of details. This concept art with Encanto and Indiana Jones is a lot more grounded in reality, especially the way they designed the concept art. The thing is still is that there's no definite there's no like, hey, we're gonna do this. So for instance, when Disney announces things, and they've done this for years, for decades, right? They will announce an attraction that's coming. So they'll say Cars Land coming in 2012, and everybody's like, whoa, Cars Land, let's go. Okay, so they do that, right? In this day and age, they don't actually have any money, but they need to sell tickets to conventions. So they're like, now we're not sure if this is going to happen or not, but how cool would it be if we had a villains area at Magic Kingdom? And everybody goes, woo, free churros. And then it never happens, right? Like it's just them talking to sell tickets. And it's like, I don't know. I got super excited because I was excited about the idea of Indiana Jones. I got really excited about that. And I was like, dang, they got me again. JD Slick over there got me with the snake oil again. It is false marketing. It 100%. It is getting, well, maybe it's not there yet, or maybe somebody who understands that more can say whatever, but to me it feels like it just feels like they're just throwing out like these concepts, and I don't think this is the right venue. So if you were going to talk about concepts and ideas, I think you do that in a smaller setting with the expectation that we're not talking about things that are happening, but things that we think about or are possibilities. That would make a fantastic panel. But when you put, it would be like Apple coming out in their keynote or, you know, on Monday or whatever, Tuesday, and saying, you know, we're thinking about making all of these products, but we're actually not. Thank you for buying our tickets to our convention. See you later. And it's like, I don't know. It's frustrating. And if Disney doesn't have the money or the ability to do this stuff right now, that's fine. That's fine. If you don't have the money or the ability to do these things because you laid off most of your Imagineers, that's fine. Like, rehire the Imagineers, wait till, you know, things turn better for you and you have more money. That's fantastic. Go do that, right? Go do that. That's fine. But when you don't have anything, but you have to like keep the hype generation going, and so you just say, hey, we're gonna give you all these great concepts with no substance. That's where I'm getting tired of it. I'm so through with that, because in the past at D23 you would have the announcement of Star Wars Land, you would have the announcement of Toy Story Land, you would have the announcement of Mickey's Runaway Railroad, Tron, all of these different concepts. Those are all things that got built. 2 D23s in a row, we've been given meet and greets and conceptual ideas, like the Avengers attraction for Disneyland. There's been no shovels in the ground, by the way, nothing. And they just go like, and we're still thinking about it, and it's gonna be a time warping vehicle. And it's like, once again, until you put a shovel in the ground, I don't take anything you say. I don't believe a word that you say anymore. Like, the trust is like completely gone. Like, Don't tell me what you're not going to do anymore. It's really frustrating. It's super frustrating. So like, I think what you can take to the bank from D23 is that Chevrolet is sponsoring a redo of Test Track, which sounds fantastic. Because they're going to kind of go back to what Test Track was originally, or maybe Worlds of Motion. So that's good because Chevrolet is paying for it. So that's good. So that's something that I do believe probably will happen. What else is going to happen? The Figment meet and greet is cool. That will happen. The Country Bear redo, that's going to happen. So that's good that we continue to have Mark Davis's characters. And that's probably what that's probably it. Rework the Autopia win. Oh man, Rez, like my concept for the Autopia is to rebuild it into well, you would have to tear it all out, but I would put the Autopia onto the People Mover track at Disneyland. So when you're driving, you drive throughout Tomorrowland instead of just in that little alcove over here. Opens up that alcove for a future expansion. Actually, this stuff gets so complicated. The issue with because Disney has considered multiple times getting rid of Autopia and building out that area, but the problem is Autopia sits on top of the submarines. And if you're familiar, the submarines were built in 1958 by a World War II admiral, and apparently it would cost like 2 times a big e-ticket attraction to remove what is basically a bunker down there. That guy poured like 4-foot concrete like ceilings and stuff like that. So the cost of removing the submarines is more than how much they cost to operate, which is a fortune. And Disney would love to get rid of the submarines, but they can't because it would be more expensive to get rid of them. Which is hilarious. Was it Joe Flower? Who was it? Which admiral? Because they had 2 admirals work on their construction stuff back in those days. I forgot which one. Flower was one of them, hence Flowers Harbor, where the Columbia is docked. Fun fact. And there's another admiral. I forgot his name, but yeah. No, I would love to see the Autopia on the People Mover track. Obviously, you would have to redesign the People Mover track. You would also have to expand the capacity of each vehicle, because you wouldn't have as much capacity on those tracks, but I think it would be a way better experience. Buck wild history of Disney. Dude, I've got some wild stuff in the old head. There's strange things in my brain, strange and peculiar things. And you know, in this day and age, there's a lot of like vloggers who love to get clicks so they can make money with like fake stories all the time. And one thing I try to do sometimes is to debunk some of that stupid stuff, especially on TikTok. Remember when the People Mover fad was going around? Everybody was like, the People Mover's coming back. We saw somebody standing on the tracks at Disneyland. And I'm like, it's never coming back. It's never in its current form ever going to come back, because the buildings are not up to code, and the buildings would have to be removed and the track being brought up to code. Second, the track is not seismically stable, and the rocket rods cause so much damage to them. It is a small miracle that they are still standing, and at one point those pieces of track will fall down, and it'll be a disaster. Alex, the People Mover was an attraction made by Bob Gurr, and Bob Gurr created a system that was an ever-moving vehicle. So you got onto these vehicles. They never stopped. They just went kind of at a slow pace through the Tomorrowland area. And it went through buildings. It went through kind of a little forest area over the lagoon. And it was just a really fun, peaceful attraction. And it's still at Disney World today. So if you search People Mover, you'll see it at Disney World, or archived footage of it from Disneyland. But it's a very popular attraction that was replaced by what was called the Rocket Rods. The Rocket Rods were a vehicle that I think it went like 45 miles an hour down the drag of Tomorrowland. I loved it. I love the Rocket Rods. People don't agree with me, but I actually really loved it. But as a kid, like however old I was a young kid, so they were fun to me. But I would take the People Mover back in any day. I would take it back any day. But yeah, no, the People Mover wouldn't work in its current form. It doesn't meet current standards or building standards, and it would never be rebuilt unless the buildings were torn down. So when you see somebody peddling those rumors, like, just remember that. Like, I am your debunker. You come here, and I will tell you if it's true or not. I will tell you if it is true or not. Have I visited all the Disneyland, Disney World parks? No, I have not. I'm through and through a Disneyland guy.
And Ike Togi
hello there.
$100. Happy belated birthday. Multi-message. April 2021, I watched CGP Grey stream playing Minecraft for the first time. Then a recommended video, Mumba making a self-building bridge. Then a video for Hermitcraft Season 8, Bottom with this chaos man named Scar.
Chaos Man Scar was okay. First of all, Andy, thank you so much for that tip. That is incredibly generous and very much appreciated.
And Ike Togi me tipped $50. Thank you so much for the amazing times over the last 2 years, even for someone like me who has never played Minecraft. They have helped me with times of loneliness and stress. It means a lot.
Oh, Andy, another tip. Thank you so much for that. That is very generous of you and very much appreciated. Yeah, that's just beyond generous. Thank you. That is an interesting origin story of you finding my channel through CP Grey, which is just a wonderful person.
But as always, do what you enjoy and what you need. Breaks any time. I will always be patient. As ever, I hope you know how much a viewer like me appreciates all you do. Keep being awesome. Much love.
That's very nice of you. Another tip. Oh my god. Thank you, Andy. That's very much appreciated. Thank you. That's beyond generous of you. I don't even know what to say. And the nice messages. I love the origin story through CP Grey, then to Mumbo, and then to Chaos. I wonder if Mumbo actually titled this video Chaos Scar. That'd be hilarious. But yeah, thank you so much for the nice message. That's very nice of you. And that is such an interesting fact. I love this, by the way. Is that not everybody plays Minecraft. They just enjoy watching it. And that's so interesting to me because I always just assumed, oh, people just play Minecraft too along the way. But no, and that's the thing too that I love about meeting people at PAX is like, we have such an amazing audience and an amazing audience of so many like different people, right? Like, it's hard to explain, but it's a lot of audiences are very specific. And what I've noticed with my audience is that it's so varied. Like, there's so many different people, and that's what I absolutely love. And that's people of all ages, everything just enjoys the videos, and that just makes me really happy because I've always considered my videos to be a little bit like Pixar movies. They kind of appeal to everybody, right? Like a Pixar movie kind of appeals to everybody, and that's what I always hope with my video. Andy coming in with 50 gifted subscriptions. Let's freaking go! Thank you so much. Jeez, come on. Oh my gosh, thank you so much. Very much appreciated. But yeah, that's really cool, and it's like I said, it's what's so fun about meeting people is that you learn about them. And over the last, I would say over the last few years, like without getting to go to events and meet people, like I don't know, like there's like a part of this that's just missing that I enjoyed so much from the past that I got back at PAX, which was really cool. All right, let me check in with the chat here. Any other Disney rumors or facts you want me to debunk? You let me know. I will be here for you. I will be here for you. I am your AI Disney bot who will tell you all you need to know. But anyway, if you do have any other Q&A questions, you can always go hashtag Q&A Scar. And it doesn't have to be Disney or Star Wars. No, whatever you want. Whatever you want. Q&A Scar, why do you hate? Let's see, is Q&A Scar? Oh, no, go back, Scar. Oh, do you really hate Leo and Stitch? Stitch has wronged me, my friend. Stitch has wronged me greatly in the past. I still hold many grudges against that blue furry creature. When you wrong somebody twice, it burns. I'll tell you that. Excited for the next life series? I am. It's gonna be amazing. Have I played Starfield yet? No, I have not. And I want to. But every time I do, I see somebody complaining about how much they hate it. And I'm like, what's this game? So I'm so confused. Like, everyone's complaining about this game, like, endlessly. And I'm like, is this just people that enjoy complaining? Or is there actual legitimate problems with the game? Like, I want to play Space Game. It's also $69. I guess that's the new thing for AAA games. I guess they've gone up 10 bucks. So I'm like, $69, that's a lot of money, you know? That's not nice. So, I don't know. What was my favorite stroke in swimming? It was I am, to be honest with you. I love the variety of it, and I was very, very good at it. I could proficiently do every stroke. My strong suits were backstroke and breaststroke for most of my life, and then I transitioned more into like butterfly and less breaststroke. It was just the way like I started growing, like, and the problem was like as I was growing and getting much taller, that also meant that my technique for breaststroke was falling behind, and my coach just like would not help me like catch back up there. But where I made up with it was butterfly. I have an absolutely enormous wingspan. It's why like so many shirts and jackets don't fit, because I just have an enormous wingspan, and that really paid dividends with butterfly. The problem was when I started doing butterfly in swimming, unfortunately, that's right when I got sick, because I was very bad at butterfly for the longest time. But you know, I really liked I loved all the strokes. I despised distance swimming, but I was also very good at it. Same with running. I was very good at running, but I hated long distance stuff. I know if I leaned further into distance, I would have been even better.
Space game you decide to try next. A.
For whatever space game. Anonymous coming in. Oh, Anonymous, thank you so much. Thank you very much. Very much appreciated. Thank you for the tip. For whatever space game you want to try. Is there another space game, by the way? Somebody was talking about 2 space games, and they all sounded similar. There was like Starfield and Spacefield or whatever. Anyway, thank you so much for the tip. Very much appreciated. Trying to think of anything else swimming wise. My favorite thing, Sea of Stars. Now, what is Sea of Stars? This is the one I've heard of. Anyway, one of my favorite things was my crazy coach I've talked a lot about. He would make everybody on the team do the mile at least one time per season. So either that was long course, so that's 50 meters, or 25 yards. And it's just one of those simple pleasures to watch certain groups of people in there that think so highly of themselves have to do the mile, and then them breaking down and crying. There was a cohort of people on the team that liked to torment me because I was the youngest one, and these people were notoriously horrible at distance. And when I would see them have to do the mile, and straight up a few of them would cry, I was like, it was payback. It was enjoyment. It was enjoyment. They tormented me for years. And then all of a sudden I started beating them because I was so much younger than them. Because they were all in high school, right? And I was much younger than them. And then I started beating them, which was probably the best thing outside of watching them have to do the mile. And when I started beating them, they left me alone. They left me alone finally. And I was like, ha, finally. All I had to do was just beat you guys. All I had to do was just beat you at swimming, and I got left alone. Thank God. But yeah, I was always the youngest. All I had to do was finally beat you, and I got left alone. All right, let me check on the chat here. What do we got? Q&A Scar, do you know about the Life Series quiz that is on Twitter? No, I do not know what the quiz is. Will you guys play Bigfoot again? Maybe. I don't know. It was fun to play, but I'm not sure how much like replayability it has. I think that's what's nice about Phasmo is there's so much replayability to it. That's why we keep going back to that, because it's just a well of fun things to do. And of course, if you guys ever have any games you know about that you think we would have fun playing, please let us know, because we're always open to new games to play on stream. What's my favorite fruit? I do love a good pineapple, but I do love a good apricot. Apricots always remind me of my my grandpa. He always had so many incredible fruit trees in California. And I remember one day when he was teaching me how to graft, and I was just like blown away by the concept of like cutting off a branch. This is me as like 6 or 7. I'm just like blown away about this concept of grafting. And he's like trying to show me how this works. I'm literally, I feel like watching magic. I'm like straight up feel like I'm watching magic. So he came over to our house where we had a giant apricot tree, and he was like snipping off the branches, and I'm like, Grandpa, what are you doing? And he goes, oh, I'm grafting these. I'm gonna put these on my tree. And I'm like, I literally thought he was joking. And then it's like, no. And then I watched him do it, and then watched like the branches actually, you know, take to the tree. I was like, this is so amazing. This is like magic. I literally thought he was like magic. It's so cool. I was probably, well, man, if we were still there in California, was I 6 or 7 maybe? 6 maybe? I was so blown away. I was like, this is amazing. So I always think of apricots with my grandpa. Mangoes are good. I was temporarily allergic to a mango for a while. It was so weird. It was so weird. I was like weirdly allergic to it, and not anymore. Let's see. Let me check with the chat. There's so many good topics, and I'm like, I think of one, then I see another one, and I'm like, let's see. What is an interesting character or person that you met at PAX? Any interesting stories behind the scenes? It was really a calm like trip, which was really good and exactly kind of what we needed for my first trip out. There was the story I said, I forgot whose stream I was on. I was talking about a guy that was basically just like dying of like a cold next to us on the train. That was so obnoxious. There was that guy. But the thing I had some of the most fun with was Travis from Child's Play. He gave me a tour of the show floors after they closed, and just hanging out with him, learning more about his charity, and him just taking so much time to like show me around. It was so nice of him to do that. We were able to look at both the Summit and the Arch theaters like after they closed. Obviously, like the booths were shut down and everything, but it was nice just to get a look at everything without like giant crowds. So that was really nice. Obviously, you couldn't really play any of the games and anything like that, but it was fun just to walk the show floor and stuff like that. And of course, learn more about Child's Play and all of that. So that was a really fun experience from PAX. Did your mom enjoy PAX? I think they did. It was both my mom and dad. I think they did. It I know for a fact like they were blown away by the meetup. They're like that's a lot of people. And so that was really cool. So I think they had fun. I know they really liked the panel and stuff like that. So that was really nice. But yeah, as I mentioned in the video today, I am going to TwitchCon, so that'll be really cool. Quite a few hermits going, so I think it'll be a really nice experience. So I was talking with the hermits, and we want to do like a hermits and friends meetup, so we can have some other people too hang out if they so want to. It'd be a fun like Minecraft meetup. Where to do, how to do, we don't know, but we will do it. So regardless of whatever, we will do it. And there is a Minecraft meetup at some point during the event. I know quite a few of us said we'll definitely go to that too. So, oh, Vegas. I am like not excited about it being in Vegas in any way, but I'm just glad to get out and, you know, do what I'm going to do there, which will be really crazy and fun. But yeah, not excited about the Vegas part of it. I've never been there. I've never had any desire to go to Vegas. So hopefully it goes well. I do not like the idea of like smoke in the hotel, which is apparently a thing there. I just don't do well with smoke. It really messes with my lungs. So I'm excited about that. Flying over it is neat. Ooh, okay. That sounds exciting. I do love approaches on planes. Like I love it. Coming into LA, there's lots of fun little sites because that's one of the places I've flown into the most. Especially seeing that new stadium that they were building get built to look like the Death Star. That's always a fun one. Seattle is a really great one to come into, especially like over the mountains by Mount Rainier. Some of the best sites. Oh my gosh. Portland's good too, but I kind of think that maybe Seattle's approach might be better than Portland's. Depends. Like if you come in, I would say that if you're the pilot, you might have a better approach coming into Portland, especially down the Columbia River. Like that's a great site, but generally the flight like goes over the river, so you look to either side of the river. So I bet like a pilot has like a great view like straight down the river. Trying to think of any other like approaches that were cool. Nashville was just a lot of flat and hills. Same with what's it called? Florida. It's been a long time. I was a kid, but going into Chicago was cool. I think we just landed, got on another plane and left. We didn't, you know, it was just a layover. But you know, I love coming into, I love approaches. So much fun. All right, let me check them in the chat. Oh, San Diego, dude. I wanted to do the San Diego arrival so bad. Is that the one that, I think it's like, if I'm not mistaken, like you get real close to those planes and you come in hard and fast because it's such a short runway that they have to really put on the brakes. It's a little bit like, oh, hey, this is actually an interesting one. San Jose. Going into San Jose, you can see Apple's campus and it's really cool from above. Like it's really cool looking. It's really cool looking. San Francisco, I get scared at because if you're familiar, they've had a lot of really wild close calls there, and I just like, I hate coming to San Francisco. See you, Alex. Hope you have a great rest of the day. No, if you ever watch some of the ATC traffic stuff, they have so many near misses at San Francisco. I mean, it's been a couple of years since the one where I think it was a Canadian flight, a Canadian Air, whatever it was, came in and almost landed on a taxiway on top of 4 aircraft. And in total, those aircraft had like, one of them was a 777, so it probably had 300 plus people. There was a couple 740s or 737s, so that's maybe what, close to 200 people. They could have killed 600, 700, 800 people or more if that plane would have landed on those air, you know, the planes in the taxiway. And there's been a couple other weird misses like that too lately. It's very strange. Scary airport in my opinion. And also the I think it was maybe in like 2013 14 there was I think it was a Korean Air flight hit the seawall going in. That was a scary one. That was a scary one too. And then then there was some incidents with the fire department. Ugh, it was rough. That was a bad one. But San Jose is a wild one. That's a wild one. I remember the pilot was like this goofy. He was like a really old guy, and he wore pilot gloves. And he put those pilot gloves on. I told my brother, I was like, we're in for a treat on this one. It is actually true. You can tell who is a Navy pilot and who is an Air Force pilot by how hard they hit the ground. I love that little fact of like, you can tell if this is a Navy pilot or an Air Force pilot by how hard they hit the deck. Am I going to vlog TwitchCon? I want to. I need to make. There's gonna be a lot to this, like commitments and things like that I need to do. So I need to make sure it's okay, or just avoid filming those particular things. Any opinions on TwitchCon's accessibility? I can't do the flight because of my health, but I was wondering about the con. Okay, so in the very first TwitchCon, so that was TwitchCon in 2015 in San Francisco, I put on, along with Deaf Gamers TV and Mackenzie's, we did the Rolling Over Obstacle Streaming with Disabilities panel, and I moderated that panel and submitted that panel. And one of the big things that I wanted to do back then was to provide some kind of awareness for people with disabilities. So we're going back in the time machine. Prior to that, the only real representation that people with disabilities had on Twitch was a guy who faked his disability to get donations. He had this stupid wheelchair that he sat in. Eventually he got found out and called out. And if you searched back then, Twitch streamer with disabilities, that's what you would get. And I wanted to fix that because that made me mad. So I wanted to do the panel and try to bring a little bit of awareness to people with disabilities on Twitch. So luckily, like Deaf Gamers TV had the same idea. They submitted a panel, I submitted a panel. We merged together and created the Rolling Over Your Obstacle Stream with Disability panel, and it was fantastic. Deaf Gamers Insight was fantastic. Kenzie's was, and we had a great time. We put this together. It was fantastic. And through their advocacy at Deaf Gamers TV, they were able to make sure that Twitch always had people who were there doing sign language and stuff along those lines. They really fought for that. So for people who take, who enjoy that, or, who need that they did that. That was they pushed for that very, very hard. So big props to them for that of many things they did, but that was one of the big ones for Twitch. My stuff was always making sure certain areas of things were accessible, making sure that, ramps and all of that were available for people doing panels, which is often not the case. So we did the panel for a couple of years, and now it seems like it's fallen off, like accessibility wise. I'm hoping that's not the case, but I don't really see any streamers having any representation at TwitchCon anymore, which is kind of a shame. I might have missed it. Maybe it's there, maybe it's not. I don't know. Because I haven't done it. I haven't submitted it. And the people that I worked with at Twitch are no longer there anymore. So those people that championed what we did are not there. And not to say the people there wouldn't do that or champion it. It's just they're not there. I don't have those contacts anymore, so I didn't put on the panel this year. I don't even know how to without them anymore. So yeah, as for accessibility in general for TwitchCon, it hasn't been bad. They've always been pretty accommodating. I would say the biggest issue is always going to come down to security and having bags. And it's like torture to go through security. And then like just a few times, like they basically just like yelled at my brother and I at the last TwitchCon we went to in San Jose. Because, like, no bag, get out of the line. It's like, this bag is like literally attached to my intestine. What do you want me to do? And then of course, like you might have, a Twitch person saying this is okay, etc. And then they're like, this doesn't matter, it's not in the rules. And it's stuff like that is absolutely infuriating. There's not a lot you can do. Like, I get it, like from the security's point of view, like they're told to do this, this is what they're given to do. And then things change. Like, I totally understand that. But it is frustrating on my end. But yeah, so we got that done. So in general at TwitchCon, I think things are pretty accessible. Some cons are better than others, of course. But for the most part, I feel like Twitch does care, or at least try. At least they have in the past for everything that I've asked them to do for people or for myself, and they've always done it. So I would say for TwitchCon is very accessible, and they do a pretty good job in it. And that's my experience from past TwitchCons. I'll have an update on that with the new future TwitchCon here coming up. So yeah, I do miss those panels, those rolling over your obstacles, stream of disabilities panels. I do miss those a lot. I've never seen a wheelchair space on a plane before. How is flying as a wheelchair user? Ooh, that's a great question. So, flying as a disabled person is a very difficult thing. Sadly, it's more difficult than it's ever been. So if you're in my position, I can only speak from my own perspective, but if you are disabled in a similar position as me, what you're going to need to do is you're going to need to transfer onto like an aisle chair. And I'm just talking about getting on the plane. There's a whole other component with TSA, but you have to get to the counter. You got to make sure you're there as early as possible. You let them know you're going to need the aisle chair. Then you roll down to the ramp as the plane is, just getting cleaned. And then they have some people help you. They transfer you onto the most uncomfortable chair in the world. And then they strap you all up like a mummy. And then you're on this tiny, tiny chair that they run down the aisle. And then they lift you up and they pop you down onto the chair. And for me, it's extra difficult because I'll have like an oxygen concentrator. I'll have my drain bag. I'll have my feeding tube bag. So all of this is like piled on top of me. And then I'm like making sure that the airline's not going to destroy my wheelchair, which has happened before. It is extremely common for people with disabilities and wheelchairs to have their accessibility equipment destroyed by an airline. I've had my chair destroyed. If you just look up on Twitter, half the time there's somebody talking about their wheelchair and it's not just like a couple dings. I mean, sometimes you see like thick metal just bent down, or you see it like just dragged across the tarmac and it's just like the cushions are ripped, the cushions are just destroyed. It's a huge problem and it's expensive. It's like millions and millions and millions and millions of dollars that airlines have to pay to repair wheelchairs, and they don't seem to care for the most part. It's like a cost of doing business. It feels like that. I would say, wouldn't you rather put that money towards like training and better pay than just blowing it on fixing wheelchairs all the time? But I don't run an airline. But yeah, so those are some of the difficulties is getting on the plane. For people, who need to go to the bathroom is a huge debacle. Getting off the plane, fearing that your wheelchair is going to be destroyed, which happens a lot. There's not one time I've not gone on a plane without some damage, and then one time it was just completely, it was donezo's. The chair was just donezo. And there's been terrible stories. There's been a story where a person's chair was destroyed. She was given a temporary chair. She got pressure sores from the chair because it was incorrect to her body, and she died. So it is serious, because if you are given a chair, especially for people who are extremely paralyzed, that chair is extremely important in the way that it is adapted and designed to the body to prevent pressure sores. So if you are given a chair that is, not correct to your body, especially for people who are very paralyzed and are very confined to that one spot, that's very dangerous, and they can get a pressure sore. That pressure sore gets infected. That infection spreads to somebody who's already frail and weak, and that's unfortunately a recipe to disaster. The Superman guy, that's how he passed away, was he had a pressure sore. Was it Chris Reeves? He had a pressure sore, and that pressure sore developed into him dying, unfortunately. So that's actually a very common thing and a very dangerous thing. It is one of the things that secretly kills a lot of people in wheelchairs is pressure sores, and very few people know that. Luckily, I've been good with them for the most part. I've had some on my spine, but luckily other places have been okay. And then for TSA, I've talked about that one before, and then the other issue is trying to find transportation in your wheelchair is really difficult. Unfortunately, one of the few ways I've found to be able to get around is using Uber Black, because I know what kind of car it's going to be, and it's so expensive. It is ridiculously expensive, because if I do an Uber XL, it might, I've seen tiny cars in that category that would never fit the wheelchair, and it was such a pain. So I know, at least with Black, that I always get the same car that I always know will fit the wheelchair. But like I said, it is so expensive to go from the Amtrak station in Seattle to the hotel, which was 3 or 4 miles. It was $50 each way, and then with a tip, it was 60 something. So it's very expensive to fly with a wheelchair, because also you never want, at least for me personally, I don't like doing layovers anywhere, because that means I have to do the process. Well, yeah, I have to do it like 4 times. So if I could get it one way, then I don't have to do that process. So it's very expensive. It's very expensive. Yeah, the Ubers are tough, right? Because my chair is a rigid frame and cannot fold. And so that means you have to have a decent sized trunk and area. And if you have luggage and all that stuff, you need an even bigger car. So that's why, unfortunately, I'm always stuck with those Uber Blacks. When I went to LA for Mine Fair, it was $160 from the airport to the hotel. I looked at that same cost today. It's like $200. It's so expensive. And I keep looking for better ways of doing this, but I've yet to find one. Transportation for like wheelchair stuff has been a pain to find. If people have any solutions, especially for LA, that would be appreciated. I do want to do a decked out run. Is Tango still streaming, by the way? Is anybody in the dungeon? Is the dungeon functioning? Is it working? I want to go. I want to do a little decked out. Is he's live still? Okay, good. I'm gonna beg him for a reimbursement on that shard. Okay. All right, here we go. Let's see. Where's my cards? Here, there. Sweet. Oh, Hypno's in there. Hypno's out. Okay, let's go over there. But yeah, there's a lot of challenges, but those challenges are things that, yeah, they're tough, they're hard, they're expensive, but I'm not just gonna sit down and not do anything my rest of my life because there are those challenges. So you got to make do with what you have and figure it out. And I get to rant about them, but I got to put up with them eventually. It's unfortunate, but here we go. Decked out.
I saw that. That's pretty awesome.
Decked out. Hello there.
Oh, I didn't grab my stuff from it.
Hello.
I'm a dummy. I need to go back in there.
Is there hiding and seeking going on, by the way?
No, not right
Nope.
now.
Hey,
There's
dog,
no hiding and seeking?
Hello.
Can you
parkour.
open the door for
Just
me so I
talking
can get my
about
stuff? I forgot to do that.
which was
How did it go? I am streaming, by the way, just a heads up.
Did a
Here,
level 2 run,
save.
got out of there with some swag.
Oh, what'd you get out of it?
I got 2
you.
cards and a crown.
Nice. Wait, you got a what?
2 cards and a crown.
Oh, how many ember thingies did you get?
21.
Whoa. That's the most I've seen anyone get.
Yeah.
Did you do a level 2?
Level 2.
Yeah, level 2.
Oh, look at this guy
Hypno.
going to level 2.
Hypno got it too, just now the same artifact.
It was a level
21.
1 artifact, but a level,
Level 1
2
artifact.
difficulty.
It was an identical run to Green's, essentially, yeah.
Hello, man
good
in
run,
the
though.
stars.
Nice.
The risk is paying off big.
This makes me tilted that when I did that risk, I got just so screwed.
Uh-huh.
Tango, treasure cards are the ones you want if you want to pull keys out, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Keys are treasure.
Yeah.
Hey, buddy.
And
Hi,
the game
Tango.
the game pulls a card how often during a run?
30 seconds.
Right.
You have a card that pulls cards faster, right?
Yes, there's a concept called quick draw.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
If
Now,
you have a
good
card that does a
luck.
quick draw, it's basically like a free immediate draw.
Now I have a
good luck.
question, Tango. So hypothetically, somebody's doing their run. You know, they paid for it. You know, with their token, and then they're in there and they realize, oh my gosh, I have my boots on, and then they're like, shoot, this
Yeah.
run's disqualified.
Uh-huh. Yeah, Iskal did that.
And does the
Somebody else may
ticket
have
get
done that.
reimbursed, or is it gone forever?
He had all his armor on, and he sacrificed himself. He did the honorable thing.
I
and
did too
put
last night. I told you. No.
Did you?
Scar, did this happen to you?
Okay, so I had the most fantastic run, Green. I went through there. I was dodging. I was weaving. I was cruising. And unfortunately, I found it. There was cheers of greatness because of how well I used the compass. Like, people actually came to me and said, "You need to teach me how to use a compass like you did." And I found.
Did you throw it up in the
I found
air?
the treasure. I get it. I bring it back, and as I'm running, I'm dodging. I'm weaving Ravagers, and then something just hits me like something's wrong, and I realize I've got a
And you had all
fistful
your
of
armor on?
cookies,
Yeah.
and I've got boots and an elytra on.
Yep.
And then I turn around and I said, "Take me, beast." And it killed me. Now, my question is, do I get my shard back because I did the honorable
if
thing?
you sacrifice yourself, yeah, Iskall sacrificed himself when he had armor on, and I put a frozen shard in his barrel. It's
Oh,
honor
let's
system.
go! Oh, that makes me...
So-
Okay, good. Okay,
Did
good.
you sacrifice yourself?
Yes. I had a toolkit, by the way. I had a toolkit. We got a shard back. Oh, that's good. There we go.
Honor system.
See,
yeah.
see, if you're
with armor-
honest, you get rewarded, chat. Remember this,
Yeah.
chat. Look at that shit.
Did someone go in?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Oh, Doc's
Okay.
ready to go.
Doc's in.
Yeah.
Did you get spectator, Tango, or are you still using free cam?
I'm using free cam.
Oh, jeez. Gotta get that man
Alright, come
spectator.
on.
That's right, chat. Honesty. Where'd Green go?
I'm lost.
Let's go.
Everyone's
It's like
Inside,
Nicolas
I'm on
Cage.
with the hermit.
Can I join the hole? Oh, let's go. We're
Yeah. I'm gonna play a run, a level 1 run.
if you just like F3, you just see faces. There's Zuma's face. There's my eye. Go over here. Just faces.
Gonna play a level 1 run.
Great. What's your current deck like?
You need to get more
Oh,
cards.
see, it's okay.
Yeah, if I can get out of this thing.
That's good.
Okay. Oh snap! You got multiple things. Is Treasure Hunter? Is that 2? Oh, that's 4. Okay.
Four treasures.
Nice. And then what's this one? Okay, Sneak. That's 2 block. Now, who has gotten tomes of victory points?
No. Did Cub get one? I think you and Cub.
Yeah,
I think you and Cub are the only ones so far.
Okay.
But it's not a bad play. You could just focus on getting tomes every round, and you'd probably win the whole week.
Cup, do you have? Did you get any cards in your last runs?
Yeah, I got 2 cards from both rounds.
Nice.
Or one
nice,
card
nice.
from one round and 1 card from the other.
Don't tell them. I'm winning. I don't even want them to know. I don't even want them to know. I don't even want them to
heard
know.
you. He heard you just now.
We can
Have you got
literally
two-
hear you.
Have you got 2 tomes now, Scar?
But I muted.
Cub, he's got 2 tomes.
Oh, dang it! I
You
muted Discord.
did-
No. Gosh dang it!
Fatal mistake.
First it was
Fatal
the ghost.
mistake.
Now it's.
Scar's got 2 tomes.
Gosh dang it!
He's got 2 of them.
I made a point
Scar's got
of
two.
tabbing out and muting Discord.
This reminds me of Phasmo when you said the ghosts can't hear us on Discord. I was like, we're not on Discord. Shut up!
Hey, we didn't die, which was a positive. I wish we could see Doc down in the dungeon. There needs
Yeah,
to
you
be
watch
like a
Tango
spectator window.
Yeah, it's called watching Tango stream.
That's fair. So, did you do any more guessing games, by the way?
No, I'm not in the mood today.
Not in the mood for guessing games?
No, I'm.
Try the
I'm
parkour,
I'm
Scar.
kind of pooped.
There's a parkour element over there.
Yeah, we've been doing parkour.
Oh, my specialty.
Oh, we've got a little bit of knowledge now for decked out.
Oh, is there a book? A book of.
Is there
Ow!
a book in there?
Yeah, someone's put in a book. What do we know? What have we found out?
Gar, get over here. Read the book.
All right, I'm gonna put one in here. If you're honest, you get your shards back. Oh, jeez. Take off armor. Join Tango's voice chat. Set spawn point. Give Ravagers a hug. Is this written for me? I feel like that was written for me. So is anybody so did you push the level 2 Grian to get that
Yeah,
okay. And then the level
Medium.
but I was lucky.
okay. Because you might have to go down to the 2nd level with that, correct?
Yeah, I ran the
Doc's
risk of.
trapped.
Yeah, I ran the risk of going to level 2, but fortunately for me, it was a level 1 artifact, so it was worth more. It was like the highest one that you could get in level 1.
Okay. But you might have had to have gone down to that level 2, so you would need
Yeah.
a key. Ooh.
I had to have like just waited around for a key, which could have been very rough. I think as soon as you're waiting around for a key, you're really
I
in
had
trouble.
to wait around for a key. It was awful.
Yeah.
And Jem, do you have more of the block stuff or the sneak stuff to try to like survive longer?
I have nothing, Scar, because I have the RNG of a potato.
On my run, I
very
only have the
sad
2
about
base cards.
I can't do anything. I can't get. I couldn't.
You still got it, right, Hypno?
Yeah, I
You have-
still got it on with 2 base cards, but I was lucky. I didn't have to go down to the level 2, but I did
tried
end
a
up getting the
medium
level
and
2
I had
key
to do
anyway.
level 2, and it
Jared, you just getting
was-
bad like
it was a waste.
locations, or are Ravagers just meeting you around every
No,
corner?
my locations are bad. Last time I played, there were 3 Ravagers in the same spot.
Scar.
At the
Doc's
exact-
having the same problem as you with the compass in the same spot.
Oh, it is.
It's
He
broken.
can't find it.
It's broken. It's broken. I'll tell you that right now.
It's not. You're just
It's
not
not
throwing it in the right
broken.
place.
It's the snow
I've had
layers. I
that
reviewed the
spot today,
footage.
too.
I reviewed the footage. It's the snow layers.
Yeah, we saw that gem. 4
dear.
tries, I think, is what it was.
It's the snow layers, I swear.
Doc's looking.
So is he stuck in that spot?
He's going.
I mean, I gotta say, I may have had some trouble with the compass and all, but you saw me move. You saw
Right
me
there,
wrangle.
Doc. Straight down.
I wrangled
Throw
those,
it. There you
those
go.
Ravagers.
Painful.
Hello,
dude.
friends.
Hey,
Hello.
Jevin.
Hey, Jevin.
Any
You're
luck
gonna
today?
need more armor stands.
Anybody have any
going
good
on in
runs?
that suit of armor.
Yeah, I had a good run.
Hypno and Green had level 2, or not level 2 runs, but medium runs.
Very nice. I think it's a level 3.
Level 2
You get
first.
to level 2.
You just put on like hard, full send it.
Wait, chat's saying that Doc got his artifact. Did he get it?
Yeah, he got it.
Oh,
Yeah,
nice.
not
he's
out
trying
yet,
to-
though.
He's getting out.
Not
now.
out yet. I've got my
Is he
artifact.
is
a
he
few
doing
times
level 1 or
today.
level 2?
Just haven't made it out.
I think he's just doing a level 1.
If it's my disastrous artifact location, then it must be level
Yeah,
1.
it's got to be. Yeah, it must be.
It's
Is there
gotta
an
be
extra
level
armor stand over here so I can get into queue?
1. Chat says this is the daycare of Hermitcraft.
It
I
is.
think it is.
I don't want to mess up your creation.
I don't have any more armor stands, but you'll be after Hypno.
Okay.
Oh no, after Doc. He's just about to finish.
Okay.
No wait. Well, no. Hold on.
X,
Hang
do
on.
you have an
Before
extra
Doc.
armor stand?
Before Doc.
Before Doc. Before Doc. Yeah, you're after Hypno.
Is anyone else
Put any
streaming?
more armor stands, it's gonna push multiple people down the hole.
I'm not streaming though.
Oh, Sky, you're not in the queue, buddy.
According to the rules, the person streaming gets the front of the queue. I just want to point that out.
Oh, I heard that.
Wait, what?
I did hear that. That's in the rules.
I heard that, but I also heard that you also go to the back of the queue like everyone else.
No,
Uh-huh.
no.
I'm gonna run to my base real fast and get
It's in
some
the
armor
rules.
stands. Sorry about
Let's bring up the rules.
Yeah.
that. Is the wrong spot.
All right, Tango.
Jevin is the armor stand now.
I am in fact the armor stand. Have become one with the stand.
Doc got out.
Yeah, it's in the rules.
Yeah, he did.
Oh yeah. You're just checking that there rule book.
Is this
Yeah,
his
Doc
first?
just one.
first artifact?
time. Yeah.
Nice.
There's an echo.
Oh, sorry. Should be gone now. Oh boy, the weather is awful.
What's wrong with the weather, Zuma?
Oh, it's just so muggy.
Well, how hot is it? What's going on over there?
It's just sweltering.
Alright. Scar.
It's like 30 or something.
Okay,
That's
X,
so-
you're up next, buddy.
what's 30?
Bibbity bobbity boop.
Oh, down I go. Bye bye.
Doc's not out yet, but it's
not
He
too
fell
bad.
into a hole.
It's in the
Actually,
80s?
he might be there a few minutes. I'm not sure. What,
yeah, he's gonna be
Oh
there. a
yeah.
while. Gonna be
With
there
the
a while.
Oh, what's he
Colors.
doing in that hole?
He's just Scar.
Yeah.
Come over here. Come over here.
What?
Good. Cause I love you. Gonna put. You can take my spot.
Scar can have my spot. I'll probably have to go eat.
Thank you, Green. My audience is being very patient. Look at them over there, talking amongst themselves.
Twiddling their thumbs. Just whistling.
Whistling. We need some more games in here. Did we
Agreed.
think about moving Stat Poker over here, Cub?
We could. I mean, how much? Hold on. Let me look at this.
Yeah, we gotta move Stat Poker over here.
How much space do we have? We don't have that much space. We could do it from above. We could do that.
It's a floating stat poker from the ceiling.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, Graham.
High poker.
Here. I don't want to mess it up.
If I put another armor stand, it will push more than one person down the hole.
Oh.
Yeah. There's too many armor
You
stands.
can take me out of the loop. This will be my last
Unknown
run for today.
5372
Jevon,
cheered
yeah.
X300.
Thank
Yes,
you.
please do stat
I
poker.
haven't
I
really
never
able
was
to.
in a live stat poker yet.
We have a box for the queue.
Yep. There you go.
I think I won stat poker back in the day, chat. All right, chat. These guys are boring me to death. They're the boringest of boringest. All right,
Oh,
all right,
dude.
give me some Q&A questions.
We need a custom Cub TCG.
Give me some
song for
Q&A
the intro
questions.
for
I
this
muted
thing.
the actual game this time, not.
No, Tango has that covered.
They're like some wet hermits over here. They're boring, right?
Okay.
Give me some topics.
I still got a bunch of people that I need to
I
play
stream.
the official TCG
Let's
round
see.
with, but
Stuff
they
you
haven't
don't
gone
see on
yet.
YouTubers. What the heck is going on there?
Yeah, same.
Yeah, this is basically what hermits do. They just stand here and like jump in circles.
A
This is
TCG
basically what we
arena
do most
in
of
the
the
waiting
time.
room.
That would
Bro,
literally be
that's
perfect.
actually
That's
genius.
Perfect. Yeah.
That's my favorite memory of
That's
Cub.
so
100% me convincing him that French
You want
fries
to do it with the redstone
are
stuff, I can
delicious in
send you the
milkshake.
schematic.
Didn't believe me.
Oh, I
Went and got a
wasn't
milkshake and
volunteering.
French fries. He made a video of this.
I just said it was
and
a
he
great
realized
idea.
I was correct, and they're
It's a
delicious
great
together.
idea if someone
Best
else
memory.
does it.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Did you get a haircut? No, but I'm being forced to get a haircut very soon.
Yes.
That's actually a really great
Jelly's
idea,
favorite
though.
snack? Oh, it's
Great way
a
to pass
revolving door, but I would say at the moment
Wait. Get our gear on.
it's cake crumbs.
3 times. the
She's
charm,
not
I
allowed to
guess.
eat them, but she's just a vicious cat when it comes to them.
Good job, Doc.
What did you
What's
buy
11?
with your...
What hermit do you want to hang out with in real life the most? G.
I got 1 card.
Green's always
an
trying to get me
extra
to the UK.
shot,
It's just so far and so difficult on the old body, but I'm still trying to figure it out. Like logistic wise, I learned a
I
lot
got
from the
Shrek
trip to
100
Seattle,
twice, I
which
think.
I think will benefit
Oh,
that
is it
trip
ready?
to the UK soon.
Next, you going medium or you going level 1 or 2?
You know, I tried medium last time, and although I got a level 1 compass, I was kind of like,
Have I seen the new Star Trek
tell you what I've been
Picard?
struggling with.
No,
I have
I do
found,
want
like,
to. I
barely
just
a
need to
single piece of
subscribe to
treasure while I
Paramount.
play.
I'll probably dump Disney
So
at some
how does
point
the
and do
embassy
that
card exactly
after
work?
Ahsoka's done.
When it's drawn, the map will
I'm tired of
read
just
two
like
embers
being
into the map
like subscribed to something. Like I'd rather just
Okay.
watch stuff and then unsubscribe.
Oh, that'll be me then.
Let's go.
Am I going to TwitchCon? Yes, I
Hoorah.
am.
Thank
And
you.
we're gonna do meetup. It's gonna be amazing. Lots of fun things. Things
Maybe somebody
haven't
can
been able
answer
to
this
talk
question
about.
for
We'll
me.
be able to talk about. Fun times
Doc,
all
you're
around.
Still in the adventure group.
What
What's up,
else do
Jeff?
we got?
How do you
When
get
is
more
the new
frozen
live
sharks?
series come out? Ask Grian.
Every week at the end of the week, the first the scores are tallied up, and whoever comes in like
What's my
lower
hairstyle
place
goals? I
gets
have
more
no
frost
sense of
shards.
style.
But yeah,
I
you
have
get
no
you get
idea.
them at the end of the week, basically.
Time.
I've got no sense of style. Which country would you love to visit? I would love to visit Japan.
Right.
Who's organized the TwitchCon meetup?
Yeah, I'm going easy. I still feel like I need more cards that make it feel like it makes a difference, you know. So. And I need
I'm
to
literally
find
so
friends.
happy.
What would I
You know,
imagine a
everyone's so well.
Hermitcon to be
Things
like?
are awesome.
Okay.
So,
I
been
envision
great
it
to
to
see.
be fairly chill. That's number one. I would envision it to be very chill. Places for you guys just to meet hermits in a really casual sense. We could have maybe a stage where we could do some fun things on there. There'd be an area to play
Yeah, he must have put in
TCG.
a
Just,
lot of time
super
of
chill.
testing this, because there
Like, more
hasn't
of, like,
really
a
been
meetup
that
than
many
a real,
mistakes other than
convention,
hermits
if that
doing
makes
silly
sense.
things.
Yeah, I think him and ZF spent a lot of time.
How's the queue working?
No,
Pretty
no.
well, thank you.
Is that beat ups
Is
over
there
there?
room? We're full up.
Hey, BB.
We
Hi,
can push you
BB.
behind Jevin, but we can't put the armor stand down because otherwise it'll
Yeah.
knock too many in.
Oh, you swapped to the robe from the apron.
Yeah. Apron was just, that was a one-off.
That was a one-off.
Yes. Oh,
What?
is that gonna break it, G?
We might get 2 armor stands at once. Where's your head?
I have it in my hand.
We'll pop you in and how it goes.
Oh, look at that. Okay.
You're
great.
after Jevin.
I'm after
The
Jeff.
number one
Okay,
thing
perfect.
with Hermitcon
I'll see you in an hour.
is that this isn't something to make money on is very important. So Would there be a cost associated? Maybe, maybe not. If the cost was there, it would be help to pay off like the venues, because venues and insurance and things like that can be really expensive. But the number one goal with any like HermitCon, this has been discussed as a group, that this is not a venture to make money in any way. The cost would just be to help offset the cost of like a venue. It could be expensive, security could be very expensive, insurance is super expensive. So it would be to kind of like offset that. But it is one thing we've said as a group is like, this is not a money-making venture. We want to make this as accessible as possible to people. Let's see, have you played Starfield? I want to, but like I said before, everybody's been giving it bad vibes, but I think I'm going to give it a try.
Oh, no.
Oh, it's already.
Wow, what a gnarly corner.
I got an email from Azuma asking if I want to play Hermitcraft.
You poor soul.
Any skills I'd like to learn to get better at? Yeah, tons of them.
Next, let's see what happens.
Long list.
Good luck, Cub.
Long list.
Do it, Cub. Do it, Cub. Do it,
Am I
Cub.
in the B-dubs head? Oh yeah, there's blue in there.
I already mentioned which country I wanted to visit. That would be Japan. If you got any rants for me, I'm feeling ranty today. So if you got any rants, I will oblige.
Yeah, that was ours.
Took like an hour and a half, dude.
And a lot of brain power too.
It took 3 of us.
Yeah, is the underscore tip of
three of us to
$3.
make.
Hey Scar, I'll be flying all the way to TwitchCon from Singapore.
But it's flawless.
Very excited to hopefully meet all the hermits. I hope we get the TCG cards by then.
Where is the doctor?
Izzy, thank you so much for the tip. Very much
can
appreciated.
honestly say
Super
it's the
excited to
best
see you
use
at
system I've
TwitchCon,
ever
all the way from Singapore. Let's go. Singapore. Oh, dude, you be flying out of the best airport in the world. I want to see the Singapore airport. Have you guys ever seen that on like Travel Channel stuff? It is the most incredible airport in the world.
Good luck, man.
You're gonna fly from the best airport in the world to an airport with casinos in the terminals. I'm so sorry on behalf of an American.
Oh wow!
I apologize for the airport that you
No,
will
I think
get
that's
to.
a print, a 3D print.
But you know what? You know what's really cool? My headphones are. I need to replace them. They don't stay on my head anymore. Apparently, my head has grown.
That's crazy.
So when you're at the airport, look across the apron there and look around and find 2 737s. They're white and they have a red stripe around them. Okay. So if you see those flights, they're called Janet flights. And those are the flights that the employees of Area 51 get on, fly to Area 51, and then fly back to the airport. And if you look at Area 51 on like Google Maps or any other mapping service, sometimes you can see one of those 737s parked in Area 51. And so, yeah, if you ever see one of those are like, mostly those are like the civilians who work on the base, fly in and out of the most secret base in the world, which is cool. So I'm going to look out for them. So that's a fun little Easter egg that you can go out and look for when you are when you're at the Las Vegas airport. So it's a fun little tip. I'm going to look out for them. I've asked my brother, I'm like, can we go to the Air 51 and see the sign? But we're not going to have a car. And I don't want to get trapped out in the desert. We might die. But I would so go to the gate if I could. I would so go to the gate. Just don't go past the gate. Don't go past the sign. Stay far away from it. That's what I would do. I don't want to have any trouble with the camo dudes. But yeah, it's dude, I want to go to that Singapore airport. I've watched so many Travel Channel shows on that place. They have this fountain called like the Eye or something in the center. It's so cool. It's so cool. Luckily, our airport here in Portland is getting renovated and it actually looks pretty cool. It actually looks pretty cool. They've actually done a decent job with it. I'm like, hey, there we go. America's kind of kicking up a gear a little bit with the airport design. I'll take you to Area 51. Love going. Ain't nobody you go all the time. You're always going out there. That's awesome. I look at Area 51 often on maps.
Hello again, Tango.
The airport, PDX is a great airport, but these renovations they're making are gonna make it so much better. Like it's gonna look fantastic. Is Area 51 a real thing? Yeah, it is. I mean, obviously, I don't think there's aliens there, but that's where they do experimental aircraft testing. I mean, isn't that where the Blackbird and all those aircraft were developed? Most likely, there's probably all sorts of incredible like stuff there. They have some enormous hangars they built in the last few years there, so there's stuff there. There's a lot of cool aircraft that's in development right now. You have the predecessor to the SR-71, the SR-72, which is an unmanned craft that's being developed right now. That could have been there at one point or another. There's probably a ton of like UAV stuff. But yeah, it's an interesting place for sure. The area is so secure that like fighter pilots who are at the Air Force base adjacent to it, if they fly within its radius, they get
I don't think
they get in big trouble if you cross into Area 51's zone.
You have to talk to Green about it.
It's not Canada after all. Oh, the Singapore welcoming me, whereas Canada, they just got to work on that, Canada. I was told that Area 51 is equivalent to iPhones in the mid-90s. Smartphone has technology that is ahead of the current. Yeah, that's probably a decent way of looking at it. Some of the most advanced stuff would be developed there. Banned from the land of Etho. Have I talked to you guys about trains? Can I tell you about trains? This is straight up the boringest group of people I have ever seen in my life. Look at them. Look at them. Look at these people.
Don't tell me.
Look at how boring they are. Look at this. Boring, 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 boring. Super boring. And they can't hear me, the best part.
Hello.
We good?
Just don't tell beat up.
I thought you heard me for a second. Like Cleo, kill me.
No.
Cleo, call me.
I know you can move it. I don't care. Just joking. He's gonna be like, what?
Yeah.
Just say insulting things to her.
Trying to move things over a little bit.
British breakfasts look bad.
I'm muting. I want to listen to it.
I was behind you, Jeff.
Oh, you were? I'm sorry. I thought you were in front of me.
No, it's you. You're before me.
Okay, well, cool. Thank you.
Those beans just turned me off.
Longer, just saying.
All right, who else can I insult?
Cleo doing it pro.
She pulled out the armor book. Like, let's do this.
Love it.
I was overwriting Cub, and I didn't think that was fair. So
yeah. What could we say to dog? I feel offended. I just those beans. I just can't get over the beans. I don't like the look of the beans. I just can't do the beans.
Yeah.
Do the beans. Oh. How the heck are you supposed to get up here?
So if I leave a sign saying "nudge me when it's,"
you're supposed to take the carpets and bounce on the carpets.
Okay, cool.
Will do.
I don't have any wood or anything to do that. That's fine.
That's okay.
Well, okay. When I go to the UK, I'll try your beans. I'll try a bean for you. Okay. Oh wait, where's boiled chicken boy? There's boiled chicken. There's boiled chicken. I don't want to go to green. He looks like he's gonna kill me with that sword. That sword's extra pointy. Who would I invite to Hermitcraft? Bob Gurr, of course. Who else would I invite? The man, the myth, the legend, Bobby Gurr. Of course I would invite Bob Gurr. No, seriously, like I actually, if oh my God, I want to give Bob Gurr, oh man, this would be actually a dream, right? To give Bob Gurr a tour of Scarland, or Tony Baxter, or Joe Rohde, or any of those Imagineers on Twitter that I enjoy listening to them subtly roast Disney. Oh, delicious. Oh, I'd love to give one of them a tour. Obviously, I don't think they're interested in the slightest, but that'd be pretty cool. Don't make me throw up thinking of Tubbo's breakfast photo. It would be a dream. It would be, right? Oh my god, it would be amazing. Bob Gurr, the best. Dude, I was watching Bob Gurr's, actually, I haven't seen it. It was a clip on Twitter of Bob Gurr's show that he has. And these guys are talking. And then Bob Gurr's like, actually, back in the 50s and 60s, I had a Leica red camera, and he took all of these like detailed photos of the parks. And then all the guys look at him and are like, Bob, you're holding out on us, man. He's got like priceless photos from the 60s and 50s of Disneyland, and it's like, Bob, like seriously, what are you doing with these photos? You got to let these things out. You got to share them. Oh my god, Bob. He reminds me so much of my grandpa. That's such a my grandpa thing, especially explaining how like he used a meter and he developed them himself. My grandpa and him would have got along. If you could change one thing at Disney, what would it be? The entire C-suite would be dissolved. If you want to be more specific for like, for instance, the parks or movies or whatever, but the number one thing that's in my mind, especially reading the most recent article, is that the C-suite is a bunch of immature children. You got Bob Iger over there being upset that he can't do his 2 shower a day if Bob Jacob takes his office. You got Bob Jacob being just an inhuman person. Most like inhuman spreadsheet businessman ever. Like these people are awful. Like reading that article, it was just like, oh god, these people are in charge of all of this treasured IP. Like these are the current caretakers of it. You got to be kidding me. So it's a bit disappointing. Do we have a Wild Scott? We have a Wild Scott in the chat. Well, hello there, Scott. You're about to watch me get face planted by a Ravager. So yeah, that's what I would do. The entire C-suite would be destroyed. Hello there.
Hello there.
I'm in.
Hey, Jeff, what's up?
Not too much. Excited for some runs.
Bubbles, how you doing?
I got a question for you, Tango.
Yeah, what's up?
Level 3, is it unlocked when you do harder like difficulties, or is it just something you find keys and explore to?
Both.
Okay.
It's always open.
Oh, it's always open. Okay, so I just gotta get keys then.
You gotta get keys to get down there, but you wouldn't go down there unless you chose difficulty to take you down there.
Oh,
unless you want to.
I'm waiting.
I mean, I'm waiting. Go down there.
Waiting
so
for
I'm
my run.
Okay, I see what you're saying. So like basically,
I don't know what it'll be.
But it would be,
the artifact will
tell us
only be
about
down there if I
trains?
choose a harder difficulty.
Right, correct.
Oh, soon. We'll talk about trains.
I have a question.
Good to know.
Yes.
What is it? I know ethereal card mean go away.
Yes.
What permanent plus ethereal mean?
Permanent basically just means it's played right when the game starts.
Yep.
And many times they have effects that last throughout the game.
Yeah.
Ethereal means it will go away if it's played. So permanent
Right,
ethereal means
but there's a card down there that's both.
Right. So permanent ethereal means it's guaranteed to be played at the beginning and you're guaranteed to not get it back.
Oh, that's actually okay. I understand that now.
Now I get it.
It's like a one-shot
guaranteed
card.
to play, but you will never
Now
get
I
it back.
Yeah.
I like listening to B-dubs. Say some more things, B-dubs.
Maybe you
Morning good, breakfast in tummy.
Num.
Yummy
Wait,
yummy.
you just ate breakfast?
No, I'm just talking about my morning. That's
4
all.
o'clock over there.
Hey, you wanted a poem? I gave you one. I saw you petting the Ravager down there.
No. I
Yes,
was
you
reprimanding
were.
them
You're rooting
for
against
their
us.
vicious attacks on my friends here.
I'm starting to learn something dark about you with all the laughing and smiling you've been
I don't
doing.
know
We're out
what
here
you're talking
struggling. You said your cheeks hurt from all the laughing, and we're having the time of our life trying to get through this dying.
Look at these hermits. Look at how excited they are, Tango. We're dying up here. Look at them. Look at the excitement of them. They're dying here.
He loves it, doesn't he?
He's falling asleep.
He loves it. Look at this. Look at this man right here. He's frozen.
Did everyone see what Doc accomplished last run?
No, what happened?
I did.
What happened?
Doc, you wanna tell them what you did?
Show and tell, Doc.
What did you do, Doc?
He got stuck in the ethereal hole.
What?
I'm sorry, the what?
That's what it's called, but it is now.
Okay.
Doc, can you explain the ethereal hole to us?
Very similar to the old trap hole.
Don't forget
about the trap hole.
Don't forget about the trap hole. We don't even know what the trap hole
I
is.
was
Now we
just
don't even know what the
out
ethereal
on the
hole is.
balcony enjoying some fresh air.
All right, Doc. What is the
Touching
ethereal
grass.
hole?
Huh? I have no idea. Don't know what you're talking about. Nothing
Sounded
happened.
like you had idea.
Just a tip, like when you wait for your shots in the end, don't stand on that trapdoor looking down.
Only a fool would do that. We're good, right, Tango?
Yeah, no, we're good.
Right.
Can you imagine how embarrassing that would be? Yeah.
Yeah. You know, I remember years ago I played a UHC, and then I also got stuck in a hole with JL back then, and it's still legendary.
I remember
Two
that.
Germans
I
in a
remember
hole.
that.
Look it
I
up.
totally remember that clip. Yep.
That was the end of the UHC.
Yep.
One by one hole. Yep.
Green, are you next?
Is Green awake?
Why do I have another crown on me?
Did you?
Scar,
Well, one
you're
was
next.
left
I'm
in
next?
there, so
Oh.
we thought it was yours.
Yeah,
I
thought
actually
you were in
picked.
front of me, bro.
I'm
I
going
actually picked one up. Maybe there's
You
a
sure?
bug in the system. Yeah, I'm really sure. I even stuck it in my Schalke box.
Tang tang.
Well, that's
So-
yours now.
Oh, okay then. Extra crown.
Tango, can I wear my
Thank you.
hard hat for extra safety?
Yes. Yes, you
That's
can.
for getting stuck in the hole. You get an extra
For
crown
extra
being such a
safety.
dumb-
Okay, we're joining Tango's chat here. Okay, here we go, everybody. Here we go. We're going. First time on
Good
stream.
luck, Scar.
Thank you, B-Dubs.
Good luck, buddy.
Okay. All right. I'm nervous.
All right. What's the goal here? Talk strats.
Talk strats. Boom. Strat time. All right. I'm going in fast. I'm going in. I'm going to cruise. I'm going to take my super skills with the compass. I'm going to find the artifact immediately. I'm going to do a swoopy swoop through the area for treasure. I'm going to pop out and I'm going to get a tome and I'm going to win this week. Boom. Done. Rolling.
And all that happens on level 2, right?
Green, what cards do you have
Oh.
at the
Oh,
moment?
hi, Scar.
Oh.
Sorry.
I think Green's got some advice for you
He's
in
gone
chat
in
there.
already.
Here we go. Here we go. You can keep me company, Cleo. You can follow me in.
Stability, treasure.
I don't think that's allowed, but
Oh, I don't have my sounds
maybe
on.
next time.
Okay, here we go, everybody.
out.
Okay, we're doing this right. We're doing this right. Watch this. I have a really pro strat for you.
Blink twice.
I'm very proud of this strat, okay? So what you do is you come in here with one hunger missing. A half a haunch is your best bet, okay?
Yeah.
And then you
Treasure-
eat right
treasure
here,
is
so you have
like
full
3-2,
saturation, okay? Yeah, big brain up here. Then you sleep, and you walk through the door, and boom. Super smart, super powerful. Boom, bam. Let's freaking roll. Tango, you ready for me?
Sir, ready, sir.
All right. We ready for this? Oh, I'm excited. Hold on.
Beware the river of souls, for it has claimed many today.
Yeah, well, good thing I have a life preserver because I'm not going
Did
in
you
the
sleep
water.
in the bed? Did you sleep in the
I
bed?
slept in the bed. I slept in the bed.
That seems not.
I'm pretty sure I did. Tango, can we get a Yeti down here?
I'll work on it. Yeah,
Thank
I'm
you.
working
Yeah,
on
if
it.
you could work on that.
Yeah.
Just work on that. That'd be great.
Yep.
This is my favorite part. Oh, let's go. I love this part. This is my favorite part. I could literally just go now. There just needs to be a door here for me to leave. Then I'd be perfectly happy. I know I'm wasting time, but that's fine because this is worth it. Look at that. Tango needs to be a door salesman, and I would buy all of his doors. Sneaky. Sneak. I need to turn view bobbing off, but I'll do that in the next round. Okay, we're safe. We're safe. If anybody knows where the Ravagers are, you can let me know. Wait, there's one. Is that one? Yep. He's a stinker. He's a stinky one. You know who my least favorite Ravager is? Tango's cough. I hate that one.
Treasure hunter.
Oh, we avoided one of the Shrackers. Okay. Does he see me? Yep. That's okay. We're speedy. We're fast. We're powerful. We're nimble. Oh, I'm not watching the compass. Hold on, let me pull the compass up. Oh, interesting. Okay, I think it might be in the crypt area. I'm starting to learn the map now. So let's get some berries to be safe. Let's grab some berries. Okay, we're gonna go this way. Okay, smart. I refuse to fall in this river. Watch this. Watch these MCC skills. Boom. You saw that. Yep. Oh, wait. Okay, he didn't see me. I need a minute, Ravager. Just let me compose myself. Oh, it's this way. I know it's gonna come through there. This is weird. Oh, I didn't anticipate it being in this area. Okay, we got this, guys. We're really good with compasses now.
Yep, you got it.
Oh, dang it. Oh. Tango, was I close?
To what?
Artifact.
No.
Really? So was it in another room and I wasn't near it at all?
Yeah, I think so. If I could see where you were going, I think I know which one it is, and I think it's a bit farther away.
I slept in the bed. I wanted to be known from far and wide that I was slept in the bed, and I did as I was told, like a good Scar.
No one believes you.
What, Cleo?
No one believes you that you slept in the bed.
Cleo, how else would I have arrived here at the bed without sleeping in the bed?
I don't know. Probably some Scar magic. Disney magic. There you go.
I want credit for sleeping in the bed right now.
Poor Scar.
You can want all you like.
I slept in the bed.
Are you not in the room?
No, I'm in the room. See, Tango, I'm getting no credit for doing as the instructions state clearly, which I clearly read and clearly conducted in the right order.
Well, if you're in the room, clearly you slept in the bed, right?
Yes, but I'm still getting a hard time by Cleo.
Yeah, I will do when I get back. Tango.
Yes. What?
Come with me.
What's happening?
You need to double check something.
Yeah.
Where are you?
What happened?
Coming. Hold on. Coming.
I'll check it for you. I can handle it. He's got a lot to do today.
He's got a lot to do.
Okay, I like the fact
what are we checking?
What's going on?
We'll take care of it.
Come here.
What's the situation?
I'm excited to see what broke.
Right.
Uh-oh.
Took out the ceiling.
Uh-oh.
Why did you take it?
Because I'm decorating.
Was there redstone on it?
There was this block here. There.
Yeah.
I'm gonna leave them to that.
With the quartz on it. That came out. And with a bit
I
of
pressed.
redstone.
Oh my god, guys.
I put it back. I put the quartz back and I put the redstone back.
Nobody freaking gives me any credit for a darn dang
everything's
thing.
good.
Okay.
You fixed it with your amazing redstone skills, right?
Oh my god. I'm raging right now. I'm raging. The
The
only way I could have gotten this box back
all done.
was pushing the button, right?
It looks fine.
Right? So I pushed the button. I slept in the bed, but nobody freaking gives me any darn gone credit for anything around here. God. It's exhausting. All right, let's see. Spooky Stitcher, thank you for the 8 months. Very much appreciated. Mr. Railgun7, thank you for the Prime. Very much appreciated. Biscuit, thank you for the Prime. Very much appreciated. Don't Vex, so 7, thank you for the Prime also. Very much appreciated. Very much. Ah, there's my music. This will make me feel better. I feel much better now. So much better. I know I lost my hat. It didn't help. This was made by Red's brother. Jono killed it with this song. It's got such a vibe of like, it's got this mixture of like, when you listen to this, you're feeling like some Disney vibes, some Steven Spielberg vibes, some John Williams warm embrace. That's how I would explain this song. That's how I explain this song. My headphones are quieter than what's being played to you, I believe. Like, I do need to quiet that music by about like 20 decibels. Yeah, that song always makes me happy. Well, there we go, guys. We got a decked out run, got berated as always, and we got our lawns installed. So I think those all look fantastic. I think I'm gonna bring them back here a little bit further. I think I'll do that a little bit. So I think that looks good. I think that looks fantastic. There we go. Yeah, I think that's good. There, I'm super happy with that. We got progress done. We got a decked out run. Unfortunately, that decked out run didn't go super well. I guess that, you know what I'm thinking now? Behind that room is that TNT depth charge room. Oh, this is why it's so loud. It's 100 amplification. Okay, that's why. So I think what happened was, yeah, it was on the other side of that wall. I bet it was in that TNT room. And I should have went in there because the smart play would have been to try to get away from that Ravager as fast as possible. I guess it probably passively walked and then noticed me is what happened. And I think another thing would be, important to remember is to, oh no, you can't F5. Okay, now that's a rule. That's a rule. You cannot F5. So that actually is a bad play. So I was saying, like, if I'm looking for a compass, I could go F5 and look behind me, but that's against the rules. That's a rule to remember. But I think I think when you know a Ravager's behind you, you just keep looking behind you. You just constantly turn and look. So I think that would be good. Q&A Scar, what was Evo given for winning a decked out? I think he got like an enormous trophy. So yeah. Okay, so that's good. Yeah, I think that's I think that makes sense for what we need to do for our future runs. So I think that makes sense. I think that'll be good. So yeah. All right, guys. Well, thank you so much for coming out. I enjoyed my time. We got our lawns, as I said, built. And of course, we got a run on decked out. So with that, guys, thank you so much for coming out. We even got Jelly Talk. So for everybody subscribed, resubscribed, and all the bits and tips, thank you so very much. Hopefully we can get some more streams in this week. We are starting the volcano. So we are starting the volcano tomorrow, or not tomorrow. Well, actually, I'm working on it. Starting it is probably still a few days away, but the volcano most likely is going to be the next build here in Scarland. But I also got this idea for that Ender coaster. So I don't know. We might even do a stream later where we literally do nothing other than just brainstorm ideas for the park. We could do that later this week. And I think that'll be good. I do have a really important doctor's appointment this week that I kind of hope goes well. Because if it does go well and if there's anything from it, it'll definitely make my life a lot better. But I'm also not counting on it. So yeah, level 3. Next decked out run, we'll definitely try one of the longer runs. My strategy personally is just to get an artifact and cross fingers that it's enough to buy a victory tome and get out as fast as possible. And we saw 3 Ravagers, so 1 in the cave, 1 up in the ice cave that we went up and came back around, 1 in the tomb. So one thing to keep in mind is if we remember where they are, like, okay, there's 1 here, I can go in these caves and be free of them. I think it's important. I think that's something to remember in the future. So yeah, guys, once again, thank you so much for coming out. Let's raid Tango. The Tango Man. Let's raid the Tango. Boom, bam. I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of the day. Say hi to Tango for me. And yeah, enjoy the rest of the decked out runs. Hope you guys have a wonderful rest of the day. Like I said, hopefully a stream by the end of the week. And of course, a new video. Goodbye, everybody. Goodbye. Have a great day. Goodbye.